Yo, what's going on? Oh, Jesus. What's going on? To welcome to Newcastle Fans TV Extra and Strasbourg Steve. What's going on, people? So yeah, we're gonna be doing Croatia versus Canada World Cup watch along. Big game here, people. Absolutely massive game. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I mean, some of the games today were just absolute madness. I'm glad I stayed up. So I work the night shift, obviously, and I I've literally stayed up. I got home at like 8, watched this game. I watched the Morocco game. What a crazy game. And then I'm gonna watch Croatia, Canada. And then maybe I can get an hour of sleep in between, but I'm really excited, to be fair. But yeah, welcome everyone to the watch along. But yeah, welcome. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. So yeah, I'm expecting a very good game. Let's take a look at the starting 11s and whatnot. But yeah, big up everyone here. So let's do this, people. So, first things first, Atiba Hutchinson of Canada is making his 100th appearance for Canada today, becoming the first ever player to reach that total for the national team, for the nation's men's side. Absolutely, incredible career Atiba Hutchinson has had. Just absolutely fantastic. Number 2, Croatia faced CONCACAF sides on 3 previous occasions of the World Cup, beating Jamaica 3-1 in the first ever time. And then they lost twice to Mexico in 2002 and 2014. Canada have lost all 4 of their World Cup matches without scoring a single goal. This is the most games any nation has played without having ever scored in the competition. While only El Salvador, 6 games, have played more matches at the finals without ever avoiding defeat. Croatia's goalless draw with Morocco on match day 1 ended their run of scoring in 11 consecutive World Cup matches. Only once have they failed to score in consecutive games at the same edition of the tournament, which happened in 2006 in Croatia's first 2 group games. Canada attempted 22 shots in their defeat to Belgium on match day 1, twice as many as their previous record in a World Cup match, which was 11 against the USSR in 1986. However, just 3 of those efforts were on target. Crazy. So yeah, people, some interesting stats there, but let's go over both sides. And big up to the comments also. Big ups to you. Hey, word. What's going on, Blake? Hey, Sebastian. What's good, bro? Seems like I'm going to get Belgium right in third. I picked the same thing as you, brother. I was supporting Japan's World Cup. I'm so just disappointed with Tomiyasu Moriyasu not starting the likes of Ito and Mitoma. Yeah, true. Steve, prediction mine is 1-2 Canada. I agree with you, Seb. I 100% agree with you. I think Canada will win, but should take a look at the lineups. We ought to do that first. But before we do that, anthems are about to start, people. The fucking national anthems of Canada and Croatia. But yeah, hit the like button, subscribe to both of the channels, yeah, and get the word out there. But yeah, Croatian national anthem. It's right here. Do 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 do. But yeah, Livakovic, Juranovic, Lovren, Jaskovic, Vardiol, Borna Sosa start for Hrvatska in the back 4. Modric, Brozovic, Kovacic, easiest 3 selections in this whole tournament. It's guaranteed to be that. And then Marko Livaja, Andre Kramaric, Ivan Perisic is their front three. And then Canada going for 3-4-3. Milan Borjan, Alistair Johnson, Stephen Vittoria, Kamal Miller, Richie Larea, Atiba Hutchinson, Stephen Eustáquio. Alphonso Davies is fit and ready to go. Tajon Buchanan, Kyle Larin, and Jonathan David complete off their side. I really like that lineup from Canada. The fact that you're getting on Kyle Larin, Jonathan David, Buchanan, Alphonso Davies, and even like the likes of Richie Larea all on the field at once. That's I quite like that. So I like the risk that Canada's taking. But we'll see how it works for them. Oh, Canada, our home and native land. True patriot, on the sun's command, with glowing heart trees. Which players impressed in the World Cup? I'd say Laduni, yes, Eustáquio, and Estupinian. Players impressed for me. Oh, there's a lot, man. Who's the Moroccan kid? Our land, glorious and free. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Are you talking in terms of a breakout star, like someone I wasn't familiar with, or just who's been the best? I would probably if you're talking about players that I wasn't too familiar with, that I had a little bit of knowledge of, I'd probably say probably Riley McGree, maybe for Australia. I think he's done decent. Tough question, man. Tough question. Laduni, I definitely agree with you. Eustáquio and Estupinian I was already familiar with. So, I don't know, man. Let me look at what the other. Honestly, bro, this is what happens when you stay up super late and you get like no sleep. You're just foggy headed like I am. I'd probably say. I really like Zakaria Buklal's cameo. I know he plays for Toulouse, so I'm somewhat familiar with him, but he looked very good today. Really, really impressed with him. Honestly, bro, Switzerland, Cameroon, Ghana. I would probably say another breakout star for me is probably See, the problem is I'm familiar with a bunch of them. Probably Al-Dasari, also in Saudi Arabia, something like that. That would be one. Dani Olmo. Let's see. Brazil. Poland. No one from Poland. We haven't been that great. Tough, man. Maybe Alexis Vega. He's done all right, I guess, but yeah, I don't know. Yeah, people, just make sure to hit that hit that like button, subscribe and whatnot. But yeah, man, we got 7 people watching too. Look, let me get a poll up. Let me do this. Let's do this. Yeah, game is about to start. Is my backup phone about to turn on? No, it's not. All right. We can continue without it. I don't really give a fuck. If somebody needs to know the time, I'll just tell them. Yeah, no. It should be interesting, man. We're about to kick off. Blake's going for a 0-0. Okay, fair enough. I'm going for a 2-1. I'll go 2-1 Canada. But that's no dig on Croatia. I just think today has been absolutely mad with upsets. So but yeah, people, we've kicked off at the Khalifa International Stadium, Croatia versus Canada. Kamal Miller gives it over. Here's Alistair Johnson. Both play for my MLS club, CF Montreal. So big up both of them. Here's Tajon Buchanan. Real quality player. Absolutely. Might be able to come on and help, but don't know for how long. No worries, Andy. Here's the link in the comments, bro. Yeah, if you're watching and if you want to come on, people, go for it. Go for it. I don't give a fuck. Here's Canada on the attack. Tajon Buchanan, ball in. Oh, it's an early goal! It's a goal for Canada! Alphonso Davies is the first ever goal in Canada's World Cup history! And it comes a minute in! Oh my god! Wow! Oh my god, that's history made, folks. Oh. Wow, what a goal. Alphonso Davies puts up Canada. The Canucks 1-0 to Canada. Oh my god. Oh my god. It's a sensational cross from Tajon Buchanan. And the Gvardiol. Or sorry. Oh, it was Gvardiol's fault. Alphonso Davies. Who else but Alphonso Davies to score Canada's first ever World Cup goal, people? Wow. What a moment. And look at those traveling Canadian fans. Oh, my God. Wow. Hey, 15 people. Yeah, I love the run in the bottom. That's just Fonzie for you, man. 15 people watching. Big up to all of you. It's 1-0 Canada and a shocker start. I mean, today, if you're talking about like if you're trying to if you're trying to figure out what was the best day of the World Cup, this might be one of them. With all the upsets and the drama, this is absolutely absurd. Wow. It's 1-0. It's 1-0 to the Canucks. My goodness. 15 people watching. Big up to all of you. Oh, it is also Alphonso Davies' 11th goal for Canada. And it's Canada's first ever World Cup goal. That's history in the making, folks. What a moment. What a moment. And Tajon Buchanan, bro, and you know what? I've been watching Tajon Buchanan for years, man. Back in the New England, when he's with New England Revolution. He's a special player. I'm telling you. Wow. What a moment. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. Very, very happy for Canada and their fans and for Alphonso Davies. I mean, he ultimately, he messed up on the penalty. He did. But what a way to bounce back. What an absolutely brilliant way to bounce back. So yeah, big up to Alphonso Davies. That's class. That right there is just this. Wow. And Canada are gonna have to, they're gonna have to either defend. I mean, the approach that I think Canada are gonna take, they're gonna want a second goal, no doubt in my mind. And Zlatko Dalic, my God, that was not part of his game plan. Canada have obviously never advanced from the group stage, so stunning development here, people. Just wow. Brilliant. Here's Tejan Buchanan getting muscled off there. It looks by Kovacic. Sloppy pass there from Croatia. Croatia better wake up, man. I think this is not a great start to the game by any means. And you know what? That's the problem with Gvardiol. That's not the first time I've seen him get exposed like that. Yeah, that was poor. That was poor in my opinion. You gotta, yeah. Surprised Alphonso Davies missed the penalty because I believe Twitch streams has more pressure than the World Cup. LOL. Yeah. I know what you mean, man. Nah, but big up Alphonso Davies. What a moment that is for him. Wow. Had to be him. It had to be him. Canada's best player. But you know what? The dude is 24 years old and probably he's in contention. He's probably is Canada's greatest ever footballer. It's crazy. We got CFC OG in the building. What's good, bro?
Oh, dark. Look at me, man. I'm so dark right now. Let me throw on this side. Camera hits back. But yeah, man, Morocco won, fam. That's it. Like, I'm to you guys.
What's up, Andy?
Yes, Andy. What you say, brother?
Are you doing all right?
Let's start from Canada.
I'm more than all right, man. I'm more than all right, brother. We're top of the group, man. Having a laugh, like.
Not a lot, mate. I'd literally just switched my phone on to start watching the stream, and Steve said they'd scored, so I just quickly put my telly on. I'm just getting in.
No, same. I was just doing like I'm here in Morocco right now, innit? They're all celebrating, all driving around their cars with the flags, beeping. This is like winning the World Cup, man. Beating Belgium, bro. You know?
I mean,
correct. They still ranked third.
You deserved that win. That was thoroughly deserved.
No, it should be 3-0, man. It should be 3-0. Ziyech, man, the match. You see him at the man of the match. Not
Ziyech
it wasn't a great one like last time. This is a legit. Boy, we're just so ecstatic here right now. We're top of this table no matter what. And the way Canada's doing it now, they're making sure we're staying top. I mean, I'm trying to make calculations. If Canada win this game and they're 3 points and they're second, imagine it finishes like that. Imagine it finishes Morocco and then Canada, Croatia. And Belgium and Croatia, who's the second and third team in the last World Cup, are out. Imagine that.
Be a wild one, like when it puts in perspective the England performance the other night. The result might have been okay, but there was, this result's going crazy at the moment. So in aspect, we were probably fortunate to get a draw.
Yeah, because
you got other teams dropping points. France scoring late goal.
It's been match day 2 has been crazy. Absolutely. I mean, Australia winning, then this morning Costa Rica from nowhere.
From nowhere, yeah.
Japan and Saudi.
What, nearly 2-0.
Oh.
See, Andy, I want you. I gave you your credit when Miggy, he's leading goal scorer. How is Canada, though, in your opinion? Do you see why I was kind of hyping them up?
I can see why you had optimistic thoughts on them because they've got good players, but getting out the group stage and doing something in the tournament is two different things. I still think one of the worst things you can do against a top team score early.
Yeah.
I mean, is Croatia really a top
what
team?
The Croatian side's like to it because of aging. So.
They are good, but it's like...
They're certainly better than Belgium.
But they're old.
Yeah.
Like, that's the only problem. It's like they're just... Belgium, they're old, but most of their players are not over 30. Where you got man like Kovacic, who's just 30, as well as Modric. And I don't know. Let's see if they come back. If they do come back, I want it to end 1-1. I think that'll be better for us.
Yeah, because that would work out really nicely for you. And for Belgium, that would work out really well. Afternoon.
All right.
Jordy Tune for life, bro. What's going on? But yeah. No, I was so high on Canada because I knew that they were going to play this kind of style of football. That they played some teams in friendlies like Japan.
They're being brave playing out right now. Like they're being brave. I'll give them that. Sorry,
you think?
Canada,
Nah, America's better just because of player quality.
Maybe,
You would definitely say they've got the better individual. I would say Alphonso Davies is better than Pulisic.
That's about it, though. But what position is he playing today?
He's on Buchanan.
Yeah.
Buchanan. The kid with the afro sort of thing.
Yeah,
I know.
You see McKennie? McKennie's being linked to the Premier League now.
I thought he went to Borussia Dortmund.
I see it on the Gossip BBC section. Crystal Palace are interested.
Palace? Do you think he could do better than Palace, though?
Palace is a weird team, so they could be good.
Palace are not a bad side, you know.
Yeah,
no, I know. But I'm
last season they were wonderful.
I don't know.
I think we'll see how good Canada are in the next 38 to 40 minutes. See how they can do in this first half.
Yeah.
If they can hold them off in the first half, then I think they've got half a chance.
Yeah.
But Croatia are going to throw the kitchen sink at them, you think?
Yeah. True.
But again, when you've got players, I mean, there's all these years, Modric can just switch it on, play one pass like that nearly.
Every time you say Modric plays one pass, you know what I think about? Extra time against Chelsea.
Oh,
I'm like, remember that game was in the bag? That game was in the bag.
The Real Madrid.
The worst Real Madrid team to ever win the Champions League. It was nowhere near the other teams Modric was on. That was the worst Real Madrid team. Man City should have beaten them. We should have beaten them. Liverpool. Well, this dinosaur, bro, came back. Bro, just done it, man.
Modric against Argentina as well.
Second best old player ever, right? Modric. After obviously the best old player in history is easy to have Silva. Like, he just said I want a contract till 2028. I was like, this is the older, bro. Relax.
You probably could.
It's in Canada's box at the minute. They're hanging on well, like.
Yeah.
But they keep giving the ball back. That's the problem. You can't just keep giving the ball. You got to hold on to the ball.
Yeah.
Nah, Jonathan David's rubbish, man. It's funny. Alphonso Davies. Oh, they're only one number difference as well, 19 and 20. What weird numbers this Canada team has. Lauren 17.
I'm with you. I'm not a massive fan of Jonathan David. Steve sucks on his ball sometimes. But
yeah, Steve, why do you like Mr. David so much when it's all about Davis?
I know it's all about Davies, but I'm saying he's done well for Lille.
Oh, yeah, you have a soft spot for Lille, innit?
No, I have a soft spot for French football and a lot of talent.
And Polish football. And
had a lot of talent.
Okay, I'll give you this much. Yeah, I'll agree with you on the fact that Jonathan David can be inconsistent. It's either 5 goals in 5 games or it's no goals in 5 games.
Thank you. Yes,
that I agree with that. You can work on that.
Why you like him, bro? So what? Do you guys know any Canadians? Obviously, we know a gal. Like he's on chat on the group now. Do you know any other Canadians?
Do I know any other Canadian?
Yeah, how about Rich Sport? Rich Sport's Canadian, isn't it? He's doing a watch along now as well.
He's Welsh.
Not. Let me see which one it is. What's his name?
I don't even know any Canadians.
You don't know none, really, Andy?
There's not very many Canadians in the Northeast.
There's a lot of Polish.
You're right.
There's a lot of Polish people, right?
Yeah, Polish people taking over the UK. There are Polish shops everywhere, and they keep the prices down, so I like them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd fit in. There you go.
Davies.
If you look at the screen there now, they've only got 2 players back right at this moment, and they're playing out from the back. They get caught on the ball now, they're conceding. But
then again, for Croatia, who's got rapid pace? Perisic doesn't.
No.
Levaya doesn't. Kramaric
That is a good point.
So, do you guys know this guy? What's his name? You should know him, Steve. What's his name? Foot Moss Sports Talk.
Yeah.
He's Canadian. He's a Canadian guy. He's in one of the groups we're in. I'm not sure if you're in that group, though. But I'm going to watch along with him when it's Canada versus Morocco. He's obviously he's the only Canadian guy I know other than him.
What time are you guys on for the game, by the way? I'm at 14:30.
14:53.
I'm on 14:30 as well. But let me update it. My game's actually not. Let me press the live button on it.
Are you watching it on iPlayer?
Andy,
I'm watching
this
it on
just came
BBC
in.
though. It's actually not iPlayer, it's actually BBC. Who's
Ah,
that
right.
Yedlin? Who's Yedlin?
I've been watching it on iPlayer and it's like 3-4 minutes behind, so I'm just watching
No,
it.
iPlayer is the worst, man. If it's not satellite based, it's not good.
Crap, innit?
Proper, like I mean,
Nas, this was DeAndre Yedlin, the American right back.
I don't remember him, Yedlin.
17-8. This is 2017-18.
Roadrunner.
Roadrunner, you know.
Yeah, I remember going to a friendly game. I was telling Steve this a few years ago. I was at a friendly game. I've not been to a game for a good while after Mike Ashley.
Yo, guys. Andrew Bell, CSCOG. Andrew Bell, man, nice to see you guys, man.
Anyways, he did a run up the wing, and I was like 2 rows from the front, and his legs, you could barely see them moving, man. He was like this.
Who Yedlin, yeah?
Rapido, like.
Rapido.
Not much end product, but he's quick.
All Americans are quick.
He's like a ghetto Kyle Walker, a Walmart Kyle Walker.
You work at Walmart, you should represent them somehow.
Well, yeah.
Guys, man,
Tony, why so happy, Tony?
Alfonso Davies. Alfonso Davies on the money.
Fonzie, best player in CONCACAF.
Arsenal should get him.
CFCOG, wanted to say something.
I said Arsenal should get Alfonso Davies.
Nah. You know I'm on the top of the league. You know I'm on the top of the league. I need top players to come in. You know,
He's not a top player.
Modric is coming in from Shakhtar Donetsk, and we also have Danilo coming from the Brazilian, from Palmeiras. Bro, I'm building what we call a modern day Galacticos, in my team. That's what I'm
building. You buy Galacticos, they're the ready product.
Bro, see, Gabriel Jesus, Modric.
He didn't play though. He's
a good player, but not a Galactico.
Go on, Canada. What do you mean? I'll turn them into Galacticos. No. What are you saying? I'll turn them into Galacticos after winning the league and making sure that my enemies come 6th, 7th, 8th. Like, Chelsea, 8.
Promising attack for Canada.
Yeah.
I'll bring Newcastle to the kingdom.
Go on, Canada. Come on, whip it across. Well, Canada's actually doing well,
Yeah, it's almost like I said that they might do well.
Oh, Croatia! They could defend. But I'm sorry. Like, out of the Croatian players here, how many do I know? Actually? Like, all right, we got the front three. I know we got Kovacic, obviously. Well, like Josko. Oh my days, Josko Vidal, number 20. Why would he give him number 20?
Claudio was responsible for the Alfonso Davies goal.
Davies has just absolutely robbed one of the Croatian players and set Canada on the attack.
How old is Lovren?
36.
112. I don't know.
He's so long ago, right?
Dejan Lovren.
No. I think Lovren was born in 1989. It's 33 years.
Oh, sorry, I thought you said Modric.
Nah, Lovren, because I'm like, he's a bit old as well, no?
Lovren is 30.
Even Perisic is 33 or something, isn't he?
Yeah.
So what? After 31, it seems you start to die in football. 31. After that, it's just downhill. Most players. 32 is definitely the start. 33 is you're definitely
get the odd one that's hit the prime then.
33. Yeah, I mean
Teddy Sheringham was hit his prime at like 33, didn't he?
We can name on our hands, Andy, the amount of players that were good after 33, 35. There's a very few.
Zlatan.
Ronaldo's not one.
I think they might need your toes as well. You've got like Zlatan as well. So
yeah, but Zlatan done it for Milan or whatever, man. I don't know. It wasn't as good.
No, but he was decent at Man United.
Decent, but he wasn't like, oh, this guy's top class. Like Sheringham was still top class after 35.
Yeah.
Ronaldo was good at 35, but 36, that's it. He was dead. Even if he scored 20 goals, I don't care.
Croatia on the attack, ball in the box.
Alan Shearer was good.
Modric with miscontrol in the box.
Wow, Modric is terrible.
You know what? I want to take this. Okay. Yeah. I want to take this time out. I want to take this time out to say a very, very big congratulations to my man, CFCOG. Morocco defeating Belgium today 2-0. You know what? Yeah. You know what? Yeah, Zakaria scoring the winning goal, the second goal today. Plies his trade, I think, for Toulouse of France, and I think Sabiri scored the first goal. I think
he did.
Sabiri
The first free kick.
Sabiri plays for Sampdoria of Italy, I think so.
Yeah,
somewhere like that. But you know what? Big congrats to you, CFCOG. I know you have Moroccan roots down, in your blood.
He's in Morocco.
It's all good. It's all good. It's all good. It's all good.
He's in Morocco right now.
Yeah, they're literally driving the cars, beeping. They're all beeping with their flags like crazy right now. If I go outside the window, they're all just going crazy right outside the window, bro.
Yeah. Andrew Bell, how did you see that match, man? Morocco.
I didn't see much of the Morocco game yet. I had my daughter this morning, so I've just dropped her off. So I caught the last 10 minutes of it, but they fully deserved it from what I've seen. So.
Yeah.
1 second.
I'd definitely say so. Croatia, though. Good opening 20 minutes from Canada. Good balance of attack and defense, to be honest. They choose when to defend. They choose the right times, to be honest, when to attack and defend.
Oh, Croatia nearly scored there. Like.
Come on, Miller out.
They've got to try and keep a hold of the ball, otherwise they're going to be knackered later on the game, mate.
Aye, that is true.
Everything's in the transition. They're getting the ball and then they're just going gung-ho. And the same when they're defending, they're going right deep. But I do like the way that they're being brave when they're playing the ball out.
Yeah.
It's giving Modric. Modric doesn't know whether to press or drop in.
So it's causing some
but they've been lucky on a couple of occasions where they're getting a little bobble from when a Croatia player's kind of getting in the way of the ball and then it's went back to a Canadian player rather than.
Look, guys, I have to go. My cousins are forcing me out. My cousins are letting me to go out to go celebrate. Let's see what time I get home, man.
That's all right. Take care.
Peace out,
CFCOG. I'll talk to you soon.
Enjoy it, bro.
Yeah, we'll go. Canada, ball in the bottom. No.
They create Canada. I'm telling you what, Canada. They create chances so easily.
Everything's going through Alphonso Davies. He's even in the middle.
And Buchanan, yeah.
He's just nutmegged one of the Croatian players and mugged them off. Ball's on the right hand side there. Oh, lovely ball.
Do you like Alphonso Davies, Andy?
I do.
Oh, what a wow.
Me little one's snoring his seat off. I can barely hear it.
Tiba Hutchinson.
Who's the number 8 for Canada? I think it's number 8. Is that Buchanan kid? Number 11, sorry.
Buchanan, yeah, light skin, kind of afro little thing.
Yeah.
The one who got the assist for Davies, header.
Got a good first touch.
Oh, my God. Oh, yeah. Yeah. He can play right mid, center mid, attacking mid, right back, right wing back. I've seen him play all those positions for my local MLS club. He was, oh, my God.
Bro, I'm sorry, man. My girlfriend just kind of like wanted to call me at the time I'm having my debut on my, on my business partner's channel today, man. Nothing will stop me, man.
No, it's all right.
Nothing will stop me. Not even her, man. Come on, bro.
We all gotta make sure the women are happy. Otherwise, that means we got problems.
Happy wife, happy life. Unhappy wife, misery for the rest of their life.
Yeah. Croatia is in real need of Mandzukic. I thought it would have been 0-0 because I thought Canada would have missed many chances like they did against Belgium, but they're being clinical. I think that Belgium game, for me, that was a learning moment for Canada, for me. I think that they took a lot of lessons from that game because everyone on that Canada team, is their first ever World Cup game for them. For their country, it's been 36 years. They played really well, but they probably just got a bit too nervy in front of goal.
Too nervy in front of goal, right?
They just needed a game just to get the get too excited, like Andy's dog who humps the bed. It's like you gotta chill, bro. You gotta chill.
Andy, man, are you gonna allow Steve disrespect your puppy like that?
No, he's just telling the truth, mate. Every time I'm speaking to Steve in the kitchen at night time, if I leave the dog in the living room, he's giving it 6 out on his bed. So
It's not the dog, it's you that humps your bed.
and Mr. saying I'm the one that humps the bed.
Yeah, totally.
1-1, 1-1.
Aw. Is it?
No,
It can't
offside.
be. It's
Offside.
not true. It's
Offside.
not true. It's offside, right? Okay. Wow.
Modric.
Kramaric.
See, man, but that's not far. That's not far from reality. Croatia have a ball possession
Great
of about
football.
55%.
He's
Croatia
offside.
have 55% of the ball possession, man. To Canada 46. One goal attempt each for each of them. So it's kind of like even in a way, anyway. If you watch it.
Yeah, it's close. Oh yeah, it's close. See, this reminds me of how Saudi Arabia played against Argentina. High line, risky. They'll create chances, but they'll concede chances. But the thing is, with Canada and Saudi Arabia, Canada have one of the world's better players in a position in Alphonso Davies.
Is there a better left-sided attacking player?
What?
Is there a more versatile attacking left-sided player in Europe?
Yeah, and he can also play. He's also played games for Canada at attacking midfielder. He has license to do whatever he likes, pretty much, because he's that talented. Eustáquio too, number 7 on Canada, really, really talented midfield. Plays for Porto. Big fan of Eustáquio.
Canada's on the break there now. Cannon keep the ball in there. He's got the ball on the right-hand side.
But I don't know why people don't. Okay, yeah. Sorry, Andrew Bell.
No, go on, mate.
Yeah, I don't know why people don't talk about Hutchinson in the middle of the park for Canada.
He's a warrior, man. He's 39 years old.
39
hardest still.
I don't know why.
It's his 100th cap for Canada. First ever Canadian.
It's a gladiator down there, and it's forming this very, very big partnership with Eustáquio.
Especially with all the young guys that Canada have. Buchanan, Alphonso Davies, David, all them guys. It's that needed experience. Alistair Johnson.
Yeah, he's really that good in the middle of the park. Like, if you're really talking about, the one who has really helped them go through, this World Cup, and making sure that their midfielders have that stability that it should have, it's Hutchinson. He's been the one. He has been a total stalwart in that midfield.
They were 5 minutes ago saying about players being finished, and now we're praising a 39-year-old.
True.
Just shows you, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's true, man. He might be 39-year-old, but man, the well of experience he has there, and he's just that static man that allows every other player to just go, go forward, and he just sits back and just soaks up all that pressure at the middle of the park.
Yeah.
A classic player.
Yeah.
I can't believe he's 39.
Yeah. No, he is. Yeah, it's crazy, man. Nah, him and Eustáquio have been a really, really consistent partnership for Canada the past few years. They just and you can imagine in CONCACAF they don't lose very often.
I wish you could hear my kids snoring. Literally, I'm thinking some of my neighbours making noise, and it's him snoring his head off. Literally, I'll put it next to the speaker.
Andrew Bell, how's your day been, mate? How have you been, brother?
Sorry?
I said, how have your day been, brother? How have you been?
Not bad, mate. Just had me daughter over for the weekend. Had Sunday dinner early. I watched the movie and then just dropped her off at home. So, and so I was saying, I wasn't sure whether I was going to be able to come on or not. It's just
that's all right.
And then it's when he's asleep. Because Steve will tell you when he's awake, there's no chance I'm able to speak.
Exactly.
I'm able to come on,
screaming, and you'd think someone's
and bouncing and.
By the way, Canada would, even though Belgium beat them, Canada on goal difference, if this result holds, would advance over Belgium.
Yeah, because they have that deficit, of course, in that defeat to Morocco. So, of course,
very costly.
Yeah, very costly.
Great play, Buchanan. defensively to chip in. Oh my god, bro! You
Actually,
can't
right now. Okay.
Steve, I'm going to nip off at half time, bath the Ben, and then if he settles down, I'll come back on.
Sounds good. Whatever you'd like.
Auntie Bell, I forgot to tell you. Dylan White. What a scrappy win yesterday.
It was one that I tell you what, I did say it. It looked like he could fight. The hand speed when they were close next to each other. Franklin had him a few times, but I tell you what, Dylan White hit him with a kitchen sink, and he didn't go and do like.
He didn't go down, man. Even with the right, left hooks, man, he tried. He tried his best. Franklin is a very, very tough guy. Like, he's a very, very tough guy. Don't let that size deceive you. He has fast hands. When he's throwing those punches, it's real fast. And those shots really shook Dylan White yesterday, man. I was surprised that Dylan White took all those shots and didn't really go down, because sometimes Dylan White always have this kind of like a glass jaw kind of a thing in a way. But man, he soaked up all that pressure and he still won yesterday. Like you said, he threw the kitchen sink on this guy, but the guy was still standing at the end of the day.
Dylan caught him in the 10th round, and I thought he'd wobbled Franklin, but Franklin just shook it off as if it was like,
shook it off.
That's the type of shot that he hit AJ with when they fought years ago. That rocked AJ.
Yeah, exactly. Same one.
For me, Franklin's a little bit like Andy Ruiz, little chubby, heavy with fast hands, and he can scrap. I think AJ would probably prefer to fight Dylan White than he would Franklin, just for the styles.
You know, there's a big problem when this Brits go ahead and fight this American guys. You know, they come with different.
Huge defensive play on Perisic. Go on, sorry.
Yeah, they come with different patterns. You know, so I think it was very, very hard for Dylan White to actually get a grip of the American yesterday.
Can you see how that?
Isn't that lovely, man?
I literally can't hear half of what you're saying for him. He's only 3.5 and snowing like that.
Jesus.
I don't know where he gets it from.
You.
Don't know what she's on about. Did you hear that, Steve?
Yes, I did. Fucking hell.
Anyway, the game's kind of starting to calm down a little bit there now, like, I think.
But
that suits Canada, to be fair, because
I'm sorry, Steve. Wait, see, when you have Modric in your team, you have a Brozovic in your team, your midfield is occupied by Kovacic, you know, and of course you have Mandzukic on the bench. Your team should be doing quite well. They should be playing attacking football. They should be scoring lots of goals. Perisic is also down there. Like, it's an overwhelming Croatian team right now.
The problem is, though, is that for his quality, technically, on the ball, technicality-wise, Croatia are better side of Croatia on the ball.
Yeah.
But what Canada make up for is the youth and the tenacity that Croatia, I think, are struggling with a little bit.
Canada riding the look a little bit here, like.
Yeah.
Where are you up to, Steve? What's a minute on your feed?
33:40.
Nice. You might want to keep your eyes on it for the next few seconds. Not giving anything away, I thought. Just, I think Croatia are starting to build a little bit of pressure. They've got a long throw.
Do you think Croatia will concede or sorry, Canada will concede or no?
If they don't, yeah, I think
actually, Croatia will come back to this game. Actually, I really see it. Yeah, they will. They will. Come on, man. Yeah. They have technically gifted players down there, man. And mind you, they still have, I think they still have this guy, Blasic. Blasic is a 22-year-old. He plays, he's a midfielder. He plays Torino in Italy. You know, it's a very gifted midfielder. Sorry, 25-year-old, actually. He's 25.
Good save by the goalie.
Huh?
Vlasic.
Either a good block or a good save by the goalie.
Milan.
They're knocking on the door now, Croatia.
That is a good save, Milan Borjan. Oh my word! Oh, he's all. By the way, he's also he is 37, I believe.
Who?
Milan Borjan, the Canadian goalkeeper.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
He's pretty old.
Yeah.
Plays for Red Star Belgrade in Serbia.
In Serbia, right?
Yeah.
And also, these guys, Croatia also have a player. He plays in Dinamo Zagreb. He's a local player, but he plays quite well. He plays as a forward. His name is
Orsic.
Miroslav
1-1.
Orsic.
Is it 1-1?
Kramovic has just scored.
I knew they would come back. Orsic is a 29-year-old. He plays for Dinamo Zagreb.
You could say it coming.
Great player. He could come in the second half. He could change things to give them the win, you know?
Possibly, yeah, because he'll actually give
Croatia had the ball on the left-hand side. Little run on the shoulder of the defender. Kramovic cuts it on his left foot and decent finish. I think the goalkeeper could probably do a bit better, if I'm honest, but yeah.
I think that was always coming.
It's a goal. It's Kramic, guys. Kramic scores a goal. Kramic.
Good finish.
1-1. What a finish. Kramic on the goal. Great goal. Can't imagine this, man.
See, but even though I don't feel if I were Canadian or whatever, or even as a neutral, I don't feel that that's game over for Canada. Like that Canada have another goal or two in them. Croatia do too, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah, of course.
It's been a good game. Been a good game.
For some reason, I don't know why this World Cup is it's like the oldies are just, showing up and getting these wins and, scoring these goals. Kramic is a 31-year-old and he plays his football for Offenham of Germany. Can you believe that? 31-year-old, 1991. What a goal. Kramic.
Yeah. 35, by the way, Milan Borjan, the Canada goalkeeper. He's 35.
35.
Right. Young Canada's just got to be a little bit more patient with the play.
They'll suffer a defeat today. There's no doubt about that. I
don't know about no doubt.
No doubt. They'll suffer a defeat.
No, after what's happened today, nothing. You can't be sure of nothing, bro.
Of nothing, right? I saw it when you said that in the chart, and it's true.
Next goal is going to be vital. If Croatia get the next goal, I think Canada are up against it. And that was an awful ball in from Alfonso Davis there.
True.
That's why
Davis again got it on the right-hand side. God, he's quick over 10 yards, isn't he?
Yeah.
Give the ball away, but
what was Johnston looking at?
Croatia's on the break, yeah, lads.
Ooh.
Johnston was ball watching for that pass.
Alistair, yeah.
It was just ball watching, man. What the hell is going on?
Oh. Yeah, I think they've been a little bit naive here, Canada, committing people too far forward. I was saying they were being brave before. I think they took one too many brave pills, I think.
Yeah.
Jonathan David, honestly.
See, this is the difference between having quality in your team and having, just soldiers who wants to just play in the World Cup and try to get you wins. Yeah. When you have class, class is permanent, man.
Experience.
They will always show up, just like Messi. Sometimes people just take shots at these guys, but man, when it's time to show up, these are the guys that show up. Messi, what he did yesterday, it was taking all sort of slags from the media. But
what's funny about that Messi goal too? What's funny about it is that Ochoa probably could have done a little better on that.
Yeah, I agree with it. And then going back to what Tony's just said there, looking at all the experience in this Croatia side, how many times have they been 1-0 down in a group stage game, came back, or in a knockout game, Euros or World Cup?
England.
You'd say at least 8-9 of them players have probably got over 5 or 6 games in major tournaments. That's a lot of experience that can come in really handy.
Zlatko Dalic too. The manager has been around a while, so he'll not be. Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Whereas you've got the
Dalic
naivety from
is
Canada.
a good manager. I like him. I like his tactics. Although he's too stiff for me, I think with the wealth of players that he has to be playing lots of attacking football. Come on, man. When you have Kovacic, you have Modric down there at the middle of the park, you have Manduzic, you also have Brozovic, and these guys, these players, Perisic
Borna
also,
Sosa.
Blas
Also
trading
attacking
Nottingham.
left
You
back.
have to be playing an offensive kind of football.
Yeah.
And with the type of wealth of player he have that, and he's not getting that or achieving that, it's all messed up. So it depends on how coaches want to play the modern game anyway. But seriously, when you have this type of wealth of players, you have to be pressing forward. You have to be press, and more pressing.
Yeah.
Does the young kid from Salzburg play for Croatia or Serbia?
Who's that, Andy?
That's not Lukic.
No, the young Krukic or something. He's attacking midfielder, left-footed player.
Was he linked with Man United?
CICI. Sorry?
Was he linked with Man United in the summer?
He was linked with us and a few others. Not
Benjamin.
Sesko. It's the attacking midfielder. Blonde lad. Kirkic, I think it's called. CICI or something. Can't remember how to spell his name.
Hold
I
on.
think he may be Serbian. He's got a left foot. Brilliant left foot.
Okay.
We were looking at him for about 12 million or something in the summer. I'm sure it's Salzburg or Leipzig he plays for.
Yeah.
Luka Sucic.
That's him.
Yeah, I'm a huge yes, absolutely. I love Luka
Is
Sucic.
he Serbian or Croatian?
Croatian.
I thought with an itch, the itches normally play for Croatia, don't they? So.
Then again, it is Serbia too. Mitrovic. Vlahovic.
Yeah. I just think he may play a part in the second half. I'd like to see him play in the second half.
Yeah.
Get a look at him.
Sub him on for who?
Does it matter? If it's 1-1, does it matter? As long as it's not Modric, they'll be all right.
Yeah.
See, guys, man. This goal from Croatia has just changed the whole dynamics in that group, man. Check out this group, man.
I know, right?
Yeah, it's changed up everything, man. Morocco is topping that group with 4 points. Belgium with just 3 points. Croatia now have 2 points right now. And of course, Canada drops to the last of that table. If Croatia go on into their last match and win that match, man, it's automatic qualification. If Morocco go into the next match, draw or win that match, it's automatic qualification. If Belgium don't get a point or win that match, their last match in the group, it's game over. See,
I don't think Belgium is getting more 3 points off Croatia.
Not on performances so far; they've been terrible.
Yeah,
true.
But then, is it the type of game that's going to suit them, where it's a little bit more technical? Whereas the games have been really rusty, old school. I think teams have just outworked them rather than try to outplay them.
Yeah.
You try and outplay Belgium, you're probably going to get beat 2-1. Good goal.
Yeah, sure. And
2-1.
See, and the bell, is it? Goal! Goal! Croatia has a goal. I'm sorry, man. I'm not into. I really want all these Americans to just go off. Canadians, all these guys. Let them just go off, man. Exactly.
Really good run.
Yeah. Livaja, and an assist from Juranovic. It's a goal. Croatia.
Nice ball.
You could look at the goalkeeper. I don't think he's got much of a choice there. It's low and hard. Candino.
Just trying to get the highlights of it.
I've just heard Steve's heart shatter.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, I don't really care.
I think the game, Canada's got to get an early goal.
Are you serious now? You don't really care, bro. Are you serious?
I mean, I'd like to see Canada do well, but I'd rather see the U.S. do well. If a country wants the U.S. to go out, I'd rather see them go out than the U.S.
Leave Vaja go. I'm just only sorry about Miss Melina. She'll be so pissed about this, but
Yeah, I know, right?
Looks like Croatia are going for another one straight away here.
Yeah, they will, bro. They will pummel pummel Canada today, man. They will see. When you have this type of classy players in your team, see, you have to score goals. You have to allow them score goals. You have to
Experience is showing.
exactly, man. You
Game
have to
management,
release
mate.
the handbrakes when you have players like like Modric and Kovacic in your team. You have to release the handbrakes, allow them play their kind of game, allow them to score goals, and that's what he's done. He's released the handbrakes, allow the wingers to participate more in the games, and that's why the strikers are scoring goals right now.
Yeah.
For me, Canada's got to do something either in the centre midfield or on the right side, because they're getting really exposed on their right side. Like,
Mm-hmm.
the first goal came from the left side. The second goal's
Mm-hmm.
effectively the finishes come from there, but
Yeah.
play came from the other side. Just they've got the ball there now, and there's no out ball. They're always switching it to the left of Alfonso Davis. Right?
Yeah.
You can be one quick pony, but eventually, players like Croatia, as Tony's saying, they've seen it 1,000 times before.
Yeah.
Yeah, true. And also, one of the hallmarks of this game is that if you notice,
Hey, what?
there's this pocket spaces in which Modric has been running at. This pocket spaces in the middle and also in the left hand side. He's been going into those pocket spaces at the middle, creating chances and creating spaces. Him and Kovacic doing all these 1-2 passes going on and off.
Alistair. That was
So it's tremendous when players just have that keen eye for those little passes that have to go through the middle, those pocket spaces.
Yeah.
And that's what Modric is doing right now. And he's really tearing and cutting deep into this Canadian team, man.
I think Canada are just a bit too trying to anticipate a bit too much. Like Alistair right there. Just
I think people are expecting too much from this Canadian team, man. I think the expectation on them is too much.
I'm not expecting for me.
No, I'm not talking of you. I'm just saying in the public. They're
No, I
expecting
blame
so
Pete
much
for
from
that.
this Canadian team, and their levels way down, like in the pecking order against Croatia. Let's be very sincere. Or Andy Bell,
Agree.
am I speaking nonsense?
No, I think you're right, mate. It's a case of they've qualified for it, and they've got, arguably one of the best young talents in the world at the moment. They've got Jonathan David, who everyone, a lot of European teams have been looking at. Obviously, you've got other players that I'm not quite aware of, like Buchanan, like Steve knows. But they've also got to remember they've never ever been to a major tournament before.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? You can be like a deer in headlights when this happens to you. Goal up, and then within, to be honest, Croatia look like they're going to score again here. But if they can hold it at 2-1, I'll still give them a chance to get back in the game in the second half. But they've got to wise up. I cannot say that, I really do see Croatia possibly scoring again. Yeah, like.
Of course.
I could, yeah, because Canada defensively are a bit. Yeah, I know what you mean. At the same time, though, they kind of have to go for it.
They're going to have no other choice because of the state of the group, aren't they? Really, I mean.
Yeah.
So
if they get beat 4-1 off Croatia, well,
so be it.
Yeah, because they had to get at least a point out of it.
They know they can hurt the Croatians. They've done it already.
Yeah.
So that's all they've got to really focus. But I just hope they've got something on the bench later on in the game to try and revive. But Croatia's on the break again. Miller's just cleared it when he should have left it for the goalie.
I like Kamal Miller.
Yeah, I think if I was the coach of Canada, I'd be telling them to just settle down.
Yeah.
Start a little bit. Well, I wouldn't say start a little bit slow because you don't want to entice the crew, but just less gambles in the first 5-10 minutes. Stay in the game, and then the coach can look at the game and go, right, what do I need?
Manage the games in sections.
Yeah, first of all, you've got to make sure that the game's not beyond you within 10 minutes of the restart.
Yeah.
Because if Croatia get another one, then I think it's good night, really.
Of course, it's night. It's night. But again, I don't see any way back for Canada in this game, man. Come on, man. this Croats, like they have a very very decent bench. They can bring lots of people off the bench. They'll respond fire for fire with these Canadians. To be very very sincere with you, and mind you, all these guys they play in Europe, and they have this. They've played competitive football. So it's going to be tough for these guys to come
The other
back.
problem you've got, Tony, I don't know whether you agree, that if you let Croatia get 2 goals ahead of you, they're one of the best teams in Europe for keeping hold of the ball.
Exactly. Yeah. That's a big problem. That's a big problem. You cannot win. You cannot win anyone when you don't have possession. That's what Manchester City does very, very well. If they have the whole possession, how can you get balls? How can you create chances? How can you score goals? And that's the problem on how to create goals and score them at the end of the day. That's a big problem for Canada right now.
Yeah.
They showed it in the Euros, didn't they? And they showed it in the World Cup. They can compete with anybody technically in the middle of the pitch.
BX Guna. Big up to you, my brother. BX Guna. That's my friend, man. BX Guna. That's my subscriber, bro. One love to you, my brother. BX Guna. Thanks for joining us here, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
See a new audience coming to the other channel on NFTV, let's say, where we get a little bit different content, isn't it?
That's extra. Yeah. Halftime, people. It is 2-1 Croatia. Yes. But yeah, you guys got any other thoughts about maybe who impressed you on Canada or Croatia, or thoughts on the manager or what? Anything?
See, impressed me.
What was that?
Sorry, I'm just watching the replay of the header. Kramvich, the goal scorer for me, he was unfortunate. His first one, it was just offside.
Yeah.
Good finish, and then he's getting another goal. So I would say he's been the pick for me. But Canada, I would say Buchanan and Davis, which unfortunately for them is the 2 worst positions that they want to be able to compete with Croatia. It's out wide. You want someone in the middle that's doing a little bit for you, I think.
Yeah.
I'm going to nip off, keep paying up, and I'll see if I can get back in. All right, lads?
All right, man. Big ups to you, man. Yeah, big ups to you, man.
Just watching, everybody.
Yeah, sure, man. And of course,
BX Gunner, 81st subscriber. There we go, bro. Thank you, BX Gunner.
Thank you, BX Gunner. Thanks, man. I'll be having my own watch along also immediately after this one. Steve will be with me, and of course, me and Steve will be doing lots of shows on his own channel too, because we have to grow this channel too, to where it's supposed to be, man. Steve, the type of things he talks about. When you need entertainment and football, you just have to be here. BX Gunner, thanks for becoming the 81st subscriber. Yeah. Of course, I know you're a Gunner, but I'll give you a pre-gun salute for becoming our 81st subscriber. Yeah, poo. BX Gunner, thank you, bro. Thank you,
BX Gunner. But yeah, man. I'm trying to think about what else really is to talk about.
I have to chime in here because you also asked about which players have impressed us, man. It's easy for us to give it to Lee Vujar, to give it to Kramich and these other players, in the up front, in the front 3 of that Croatian strike trio. But what? See, those little pocket spaces that Modric has been given the free license to roam about, operate in, is the biggest problem that Canada is facing right now. Like I told you, experience is always something that's very, very permanent. And when you have a wealth of experience that is just all over your team, you have a Kovacic, you have a Luka Modric who plies his trade in Real Madrid, of course, for those of you who don't know him. And when you have this kind of players in your team, these are masters of squares. What I mean by masters of squares is that they're masters of getting into those little pocket spaces. And mind you, that is what has been tearing that Canadian team apart. Of course, you also have to, give big ups to Buchanan. Buchanan has been good for Canada.
Yeah.
Buchanan, he's been quite good. And of course, Hutchinson has, put a little bit of resistance down there at the middle of the park.
He's trying. Yeah,
it's exactly. And Eustachio has been in that middle operating from there. Yeah, very, very good player too, Of course,
Just
Hutchinson.
lacks World Cup experience, which is what this
True.
Croatian side have.
True.
Yeah.
Of course, Hutchinson is a 39-year-old, but you know he's still giving his blood for that team. You can see him at the middle of that park. Him and Buchanan has been Buchanan, or how do you pronounce his name? I don't know.
Buchanan.
Buchanan is, he's been doing all this 1-2 passes, linking, and the link play to him. But of course, mind you, that midfield of Croatia is very, very strong. It's not a team that you can easily create chances against, and that's Canada's biggest problems. It's not they're not having the ball. Of course, they're having the ball. They have a 46% ball possession, but it's the end product that is still the problem. They need those kind of guys that could be able to enter into those pocket spaces, walk their way into the defense and the heart of the Croatian defense, and score goals. What they need now is goals, and more goals.
Yeah. No, absolutely, bro. Well said. I just think with this game, to me, is just such a stark difference from the Belgium one, because Canada absolutely destroyed Belgium in terms of the way they played. Absolutely. Just Belgium didn't have a chance to do anything. They had the one goal from Belgium, and that was it.
That was it.
Legitimately it. With this, though, it's a different story. Canada, actually, they learned their lesson from the last game in terms of taking their chance, but problem is that Croatia just been able to, like you said, Modric operating in those pockets of space, and the smart runs of each.
Those smart runs, Kovacic, exactly. All these things leads to constellation of defenders. Like they start with this type of passes, and of course, when you have a 39-year-old manning that central defensive area for you, it can get outgunned and overrun in the middle of the park, and of course, that's what they're seeing. See, I don't really blame Canada, man. See, the levels below this team, I don't know the kind of expectation these guys are getting or given to Canada, but man, when you have superior players playing in the opposition team and they're passing the ball the way they're doing right now and running at defenders in ways that causes constellation to defenders, man, it's a big worry. And when you have strikers, Livuja, and Kramic that can be able to just cram the ball into the net, man, it's disastrous for you, man, because they already have those guys that can do the job in the middle of the park, and and when you allow them create those type of spaces, they will eat you alive at the with that, mostly with that front three, with Kramic and Livuja, at the end of the park. So it's going to be difficult. I don't see any way that Canada will be coming back into this game. Very difficult one for them.
Do you think Canada could get a goal but maybe concede a goal?
No. They will throw the kitchen sink at all, brother. Man, can't you see what they're dealing with, man? They're dealing with technical players, man. It's not possible.
It's getting a hold of the ball, the outlet.
Yeah,
that's been a problem today.
Exactly.
The thing against Belgium was Belgium were just so awful that they found Canada. It was easy. It was easy to get the outlet ball. But against Croatia, it ain't easy, bro.
At all, man. At all. It's not, man. Can't you see that the Canadians cannot even penetrate? How many of those possessions have you seen that have actually penetrated into the 18-yard box of Croatia? It's not possible because they let me take you back to their lineup, man, in case people don't really understand. They're playing with a back four and a Brozovic seating in the middle of the park, just a demarcation between the forward players, the midfield, and of course the defensive mechanism down there. So Brozovic sits down there. You all know Brozovic, very hard tackling player, strong, built in the mode of a machine. This guy can outgun anyone in that middle of the park. That's what he's doing. He's stopping all the balls that Afonso have been able to create in any way. He's stopping all those balls, very strong. And of course, when you have someone in the mode of Kovacic that is not just a runner, but is also a battler, in the middle of the park, it's very, very. Man, it spells doom, man. I don't see any way that Canada will come back into this game unless there will be moments of magic for Buchanan, because Buchanan It could happen because Buchanan has been making very, very scintillating runs at
and the other thing
the
is too,
left-hand side.
he's been tracking back and also
He's
winning
been
the
tracking
ball.
back. Yeah, exactly.
He has absolutely been. He reminds me, honestly, of a little bit of Bukayo Saka in terms of
in a way.
Not as good as Bukayo Saka possibly, but just the style, the way he plays, the fact that he'll track back, the fact that he'll always be making very good runs. He
tracks back more than Saka. Buchanan tracks back more than Saka, but I think it's more of the end product. It doesn't have that end product, and mind you, most of the time Saka has to come from the right and cut into his left. Buchanan doesn't have that kind of. I don't want to say it because he's a very, very skilled player, but he's having trouble really like taking on. Saka will take on players. He will take on players and he will cut from his right into his left and try to score those type of scintillating goals, maybe with a shot or maybe just find pocket spaces for players who will be coming in, to score goals. But Buchanan can still create those type of spaces, but he's always been stopped on his tracks by Brozovic. If you watch at least 3 out of 4 times, I've seen Brozovic just make those hard tackling, stoppages to most of his runs down the middle of the park. He's shifted towards the right-hand side most of the time. Upfield in the right-hand side, he's been stopped in his tracks down there also by Juranovic. And mind you, Juranovic has also been moving forward most of the time. He's had the freedom.
Juranovic has had a good game.
He's a defender. Mind you, he's a defender.
Right back.
Yeah, he's a right back, but he's found the freedom to be up front and helping in the midfield duties and also tracking back when it needs to be.
Absolutely, bro. Absolutely. Yeah. Comment here from who we got from Jordy Tune for Life. Yeah, apparently this is actually breaking news. It looks like Lionel Messi will be heading to Inter Miami. Let me pull it up, brother.
Nah. He's going back to Barcelona. Not possible.
What do you mean it's not? I don't think, bro. Oh man, it's getting reported like everywhere, bro. It's getting reported everywhere. Where is it? I just had it. Yeah, Lionel Messi and Inter Miami are nearing a deal to make him the highest paid player in MLS history per Time Sport.
Wow.
Yeah, all this stuff is Time Sport. Bro, I don't know. What are your thoughts on that, Tony? If it is true.
I don't see him making that move. I'm sorry, man. I still think he still
do you think they're lying, or do you think what? What do you think? What?
It's a gimmick. It's a gimmick. I don't think. This rumors is coming. It's coming mostly when they're in the World Cup. Most of these players don't want to do anything during the World Cup. They leave their club sides. They leave a professional player like Messi would not want anything to affect his game time in the World Cup or to affect his mentality while he's playing right now. And so I don't think he's going to make that move. This is just rumors. I think it's just rumors.
Okay.
But again, after the World Cup, let's see what happens. But I don't think so, man. Of course, it's not a big story. He doesn't like his time. He was forced to that move to Paris Saint-Germain. He wanted to stay back at Barcelona. There have been efforts to return him back to FC Barcelona. He wants to go back to FC Barcelona to complete his legacy down there. I don't think he'll be going to Inter Miami. I think even if he wants to go back to a team, I think he will be going back to FC Barcelona where they need him down there to, kind of like galvanize the troops down there.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe. Yeah. You said you had to head out, Tony, real quick?
Yeah. Real quick, man. I have chicken in the oven,
Oh, yeah. Go deal with that. Don't burn your fucking house down. Jesus Christ. Go. Go deal with your thing. Anyways, people. God damn. Yeah. So it looks like it's Looks like it's yeah, I'll just move that out there. But yeah, it is 2-1 Croatia at halftime. Like I said, I've been impressed, relatively speaking, with Canada in terms of, like, you know, they're brave defending. They're defending kind of all right, but they paid for it in moments, and sometimes they would just let off. But to be fair, Jonathan Herdman is making some halftime changes. Gary Southgate, you could take some notes. Ismail Kone and Jonathan Osorio are coming on. Okay, I like these subs. Good work, John Herdman. Good work. Yeah, this kid Ismail Kone, by the way. Oof. Very, very creative. Very creative player. I really, really like Ismail Kone. Kid's fearless too. So no. I'm very excited. He plays for CF Montreal too. Second half has started, people. Second half. I gotta find the thing that says second half. Excuse me. Jesus Christ. Croatia 1, Canada 2, second half. There we go. Yeah, second half is underway, guys. From Qatar. So yeah. We got a comment coming in. What we got here, people? I have Germany winning today. Hey, with all the upsets, I can't even criticize you, but I don't think it's gonna happen. I think Germany are fucking terrible. But yeah, fair enough. The England players are levels above Southgate as a manager. He doesn't know what to do with them. That's exactly what Hercules Gomez, a pundit from the United States, said on ESPN FC. He said exactly that. The Southgate is not at the level of these players, bro. But yeah, Jory Toon for life. 100% agree with you. I just think Southgate he's like a League One manager, bro, or a championship. You don't deserve. He's not a Premier League quality manager because, you know, Premier League managers, they at least react, you know, when something happens. Bro, this guy doesn't get it. You don't get it. But that's two of us saying the same thing. Exactly. No, it's facts, though. I think English players are very overrated. Yep. Yeah, TalkSport saying Declan Rice. Declan fucking Rice would get into Brazil's team. Fuck off. Yeah, Andy, I agree with Jordy. Yeah, exactly. No, Southgate's rubbish. I think Roberto Martinez is probably just as bad as Southgate. I think Greg Berhalter, the United States manager, is just as bad as Southgate. And what's it called? Southgate's shite. Roberto Martinez is shite. Greg Berhalter's shite. Zlatko Dalic, good manager. John Herdman, very promising manager. The Canadian manager. Very good manager with a lot of potential. Luis Enrique, good manager. Saudi Arabia's manager, Rene Harvard or something like that. I forget Saudi Arabia's manager. Good manager. Ooh! Canada had nearly a chance there. Hansi Flick, good manager, but the players he uses, Jonathan Osorio. Ooh. Good shot on. Hervé Renard. Yes, brilliant manager. Hey, he's taken Zambia to an AFCON title. Also got Ivory Coast an AFCON title after Drogba retired. Hervé Renard. Kasper Kielman, the Denmark manager, good manager again. Didier Deschamps. I'd say still a good manager. I think France has been brilliant, so I can't really take that away from. I'm talking like the past 2 games. Deschamps definitely up there. Hansi Flick, some of the players he works with are fucking awful. So I feel bad for the guy, but I would say average if I'm doing tier list. Costa Rica's manager, I forget his fucking name. He's a Colombian. I know that. Luis Fernando Suarez. That's his fucking name. Decent. Oh, Steve Bruce. Oh, Jesus Christ. Nah. Tunisia's manager, he's not done a half bad job either. I'd probably rate him over Southgate. I rate a lot of people over Southgate. Graham Arnold, Australia manager, he's okay, I guess. Nothing amazing, but he's all right, I guess. Czesław Mitrovic, probably the worst manager in the whole fucking tournament, the Polish manager. He's fucking shit. Gerardo Martino, Tata Martino for Mexico, terrible. Terrible fit for Mexico. Dino Scaloni, decent. Rob Page, meh, average at best. Yeah, Berhalter's shite. Carlos Queiroz, very good manager. Southgate, shite. Felix Sanchez, a Qatar manager. He's okay. Okay at best. Ooh, Croatia nearly had a third. Aliou Cisse for Senegal, their manager. He's all right, I guess. Louis van Gaal, good manager. You know, Gustavo Alfaro, decent manager for the Ecuador manager, absolutely. Chiche, not his biggest fan, but good manager. Morocco's manager, Walid Regragui. Good managers like Kodach, good manager John Herdman. Good manager and Enrique. But yeah, no, there are a lot of good managers and a lot of shite ones, to be honest. But yeah, Southgate would fall towards the bottom of that list. He'd sit there with he'd be along the lines of probably what's his face? I don't know. Whatever. Forget I even said anything. But Croatia they have a set piece here. Well, there's nothing there. Here's Luka Modric. Nah, just imagine. Nah, bro. Just imagine Steve Bruce gets hired for England manager. That would not be good for England. Here's Alistair Johnson getting put under a little bit of pressure there from Levia. Good touch there is Malcone, number 15 of Canada. Good work, Richie Larea. Back to Ismail Kone. Alfonso. Alistair Johnson gets a little shuffled off there from Kovacic, but stays strong in his position, so fair enough. What time is it even? Oh, it's 12:14. Oh shit, yeah, I can watch. What's the other FA Cup game on? Yes, Ipswich versus Buxton. What a fascinating game. Oh, Croatia. And what a save! Milan Borjan. Hey, good save. Very nice save from Milan Borjan. Wow. That's a good save, Milan Borjan. Well done. Well done. Hats off to Milan Borjan. Good save. Conceded 2 goals today. A little sketchy, but to be honest, he's done a good job. To be fair, he's done a good job. Big Canadian corner, though. Borna Sosa is supposed to be on Newcastle's watch list. Thought Steve really liked Borna Sosa. I want him to get more involved today, though, in this game. I really, really do, because I think he's a phenomenal player. Modric outside of the boot. It's claimed by Milan Borjan. I really like Borna Sosa. Just want to see him more involved in the game. I really like him. Attacking fullback. Great left foot. I quite like Borna Sosa. Here's Ismail Kone. Oh, nice pass there. Good pass to find Jonathan Osorio in the box. Osorio to Tijan Buchanan. Buchanan lays it off. Oh, it was close from. Ooh. Jonathan David, close. Good football. You know, that was great. Absolutely sensational there. Oh, and it was dipping down, too. Wow. And it all starts from Kone. Yeah. Look up Ismail Kone. I fucking love that guy. Dejan Lovren yellow. That'll help out Canada, you'd think. Let's see about Hutchinson. Bloody nose. Corner Canada. They're fighting still. Tony don't think they have a chance, but guess what? Canada think they got a chance. That's all that fucking matters. Here's Kone. Good. Very good there. Borjan way out of his box. Borjan, decent ball, but it's blocked. Croatia try to get some possession out, but Canada are hunting down like a pack of wolves. I've been impressed with Anthony Robinson and Dest. They're at the right age, 22, 25. Hey, Andy.
You all right? Anybody else see what he's running around with stuck up his nose?
Looks like a fucking tampon.
It is. If it does its job, I suppose.
Yeah. Dory Tune for life. I've been impressed with Anthony Robinson and Serginho Dest, 25 and 22 respectively, the American fullbacks that we had against. What do you think of them two, Andy?
I quite like Dest. I've seen him a few years. I can't remember who he was playing for, but I've seen him a while ago. Then he went to Barcelona, and he's went to AC Milan on loan, but he's not really getting any game time.
Yeah, he's struggling there for. I'm not really sure. It might be a fitness thing. It's not working
maybe
out.
a culture thing, moving.
Yeah.
He's American. He's lived in Spain. Then he's went to move to Italy, and I mean the cultures are a lot different. So it could be a number of things. I mean, not only that as well. If you're led to believe by Chelsea, Danny and Milan are unreal, aren't they? So.
What do you think of Anthony Robinson, though, the other fullback, the Fulham?
Yeah, I like him, mate. Fulham, I like him. He gets forward well. He's good on the ball. He's a threat going forward. I like him. I just think he's a little bit defensively. What's the word? I wouldn't say weak. He gets caught out up the pitch sometimes.
Do you think that could be a coaching thing, or do you think that?
I think it's a style of play. Fulham need them to do that to get balls in the box for Mitrovic.
True.
He's one of the. I think if you take him outside, Mitrovic doesn't get as many goals. For me, he's one of them ones that gets the ball in the box. So
Robinson. But both stints that Fulham have been in and out of the Premier League, Robinson has looked really good. Yeah, and that's the thing too. He's been consistent in the Premier League and Championship too. So, Tony's back.
Yo.
How was the chicken?
Man, the chicken is good, man. Angel.
Yeah.
I've not eaten it yet because I have to finish this one. Then I have, of course, I have the show on my channel.
Right.
Then after this match, then during the break, I'll just go.
Fucking Germany. We're gonna lose to Spain.
Hey, Andrew Bell, do you want to join us for the watch along with Germany, Spain?
If I can do, I will, mate. Not a problem. He's
Okay,
asleep at
good.
the moment. But
Like a
the
baby.
miss it. Well, like this, do we put him to bed and hope he sleeps through, or
Yeah.
we'll see.
What did Andy? Question for what do you think of the halftime subs? John Herdman for Canada made. I think they made a difference.
If I knew who they were, mate, I'd be able to comment.
No, like I'm talking like I'm not asking you to comment on them specifically. I'm talking like I think Canada started off second half very pretty well.
Yeah, I think that it sends a message, doesn't it, when you make two substitutions?
At halftime.
For me, it would say that the coach has probably had a bit of a go at them at halftime for just being naive.
Right.
But I think when you make two Southgate should stand up and take note, because everyone could see against you lot that we needed fresh legs. We needed different ideas.
Mount off, Foden on, and Sterling off, Rashford on. I'd argue.
How about Kane off? I thought Kane was absolutely garbage. But
Yeah. No, he was completely ineffective and useless. Yeah, you're right.
Foden for me would have been in for Mount earlier on. Wilson would have gotten on, or even Rashford up top. We just offered nothing, mate. It's as if they were like, let's get a point, and then we can go into the Wales game knowing that we're qualified, but we haven't. So I don't think anyone was expecting Iran to beat Wales.
Oh, I had them second place, so I did have them winning again. Yeah. To be fair to Iran, were pretty good in that game against Wales. They deserved it.
They did. I mean, I took no pleasure out of it at all. But
guys, I like the attitude Canada came out with, in this.
Yeah, Jordy Tune for Life saying they switched to a 3-5-2 and they're going for it. Yeah,
exactly. They're really going for it, right? Like seriously, they're going for
free
it.
kick, edge of the box. This could be dangerous.
Junior Hoylett's coming up. Cardiff City, current Reading player. He's been around a while.
There's two players. You'll see it in a few seconds. I don't know if you're behind as well.
Oh, yeah. Yellow.
Manhandling them at the edge of the box.
Wait, what's up?
No. I'd imagine Davis will be pulling trump card on this free kick. Hoylett's dangerous, though. Yeah. Suits a left footer for me, though.
Yeah. My table for Life's table was England, USA, Iran, Wales. Fair enough.
Bit of a waste of free kick there,
Yeah, especially with only a 3.
For the box. They're competing still, though.
Yeah.
Croatia haven't gotten another one yet, so they're still in the game.
Yeah. No. I honestly, I think they've really in the midfield. They've established a lot more control, because that's what Tony was talking about at halftime. Yeah, that's what you also brought up too. The outlet ball.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I don't know if Croatia intentionally giving Canada the ball and stuff in possession, but.
Again, that might be a ploy. That might be a ploy so that they could, sink in their players into their own half. And of course, Croatia have fast, pacey wingers. They can, hit you at the break at any time. So it could all be a ploy at the same time. But let's see how it goes.
Yeah.
Question for both is game later on. I'm convinced Spain win that.
Oh yeah, I am too. I know.
I'm just thinking. Do you reckon Germany might score?
No.
I'm just thinking for my bet. That's all.
No, I don't think. No. Nope. Nope.
But I forgot to tell you, Tony. I actually won 50 odd quid on the boxing last night.
Are you serious?
I had Wardley to knock out Gorman in round 3. When Towel came in, I was like, it's in.
Yeah, it's in.
Sorry, I'm saying I won 50 quid. The missus won 50 quid because she just kept
The family is rich then. It's in the family.
I'll be lucky if I see 5 quid of it.
It's in the family.
It's in the family. Keep it in the family.
I only put 2 quid on now. I should have put a 10.
Big up to your missus. Please send
Oh,
my
well, I'll
greetings
tell
to
them,
her.
thank you. Thank you very much.
Yep.
She's big up.
Hey, thanks. Hi. Nice to see you. Hello.
Littlin's up now, so I might have to go soon.
Yeah.
It's quiet for now.
The match is pretty much done, to be very serious.
No.
Well, there could still be 1 or 2 surprises, but trust me, it's going to be a Croatia cleanup job. Trust me.
Yeah. Well, let's see. I'm not ready to write off Canada yet.
If I was Canada, I'd be trying to wind up a few of the Croatian players. See if
Yeah, a little bit, right? Yeah, that's true, man.
Why not? You're going out the tournament now, aren't you? So you may as well try it.
To be honest, that's one of John Herdman's big things. He's a huge mental. He likes to play tricks on the opposition. He did that a lot in CONCACAF qualifying and whatnot.
If it was a South American team, something like Colombia or Chile or something like that, they'd be doing exactly that.
Yeah,
it's shithousery, but it works.
Yeah, and doing anything to win. Yeah. Yeah. Borean claims it.
It's gone a bit stale, though, hasn't it? Let's be honest.
That's like 5 minutes, yeah. I think Croatia are just establishing control back, but
yeah.
Your mate does not move around much up top, like
Jonathan David?
Yeah. I'm not impressed at all. Every time I see him, my opinion goes down.
Fair enough.
Watch him score the equaliser now.
Yeah, mate.
You watch him. So Canada's got the balls out the right. It's going to go backwards here because they're getting pressed high now.
Man, I'm highly impressed with this. With the supporters of Croatia.
Oh yeah, Croatia got crazy ass.
Yeah, crazy ass supporters, man.
Yeah.
Any country as well.
Yeah, and the fluffy red colors too.
Come on, Canada.
Nice ball.
From who?
Canada just giving the ball away.
Exactly, and in dangerous places, man. In dangerous places. They will never learn.
They'll never learn. To be fair, all right. So we were talking earlier about the goal of Canada. A bit. Here's what I think from the outside looking in, from what I've gathered from the Canadians. This is what it is. Yeah, they have an inexperienced team. None of them have ever been to a World Cup before, right?
Mm-hmm.
Manager included, except for the women's side of it. This is the men's. But what they're trying to do is this is a learning experience. And then 2026, when it's USA, Mexico, and Canada all hosting the World Cup at once, that's when,
We'll go. Ooh. Croatia nearly in there. Sorry.
Huh?
Sorry to interrupt me. It's Croatia in there nearly.
Yeah.
Germany will score. They have to. I think the mentality of this German team is dead on its ass, to be honest. I haven't been more pissed off with Germany than I am now, bro. Seriously. Because I'm
loving seeing the Germans struggle.
Oh, I'm sure you do.
The misery that they put shootouts, not the 4-2 at the World Cup in South Africa. I think it's just karma.
Fair enough. The
only other thing that would make it better is if we got them in the quarterfinals and we beat them on penalties.
You would beat us. You would absolutely beat us. There's no question.
before anyone starts, it's got nothing to do with world wars or anything like that. It's just
he played Havertz as a false 9, for fuck's sake. You know you're an unserious team when that's your false 9 option.
Even Leverkusen didn't use him as a false 9. Well,
exactly.
Oh. Croatia scoring, yeah. Yep, 3-1.
Oh.
See, man. See, Andrew Bell, but man, I hate to break it to you that I said so. I told you so. I don't like being in the position to always tell my friends or my buddies or my mates, that I told you so. But
Great
I'm
first
sorry,
stop,
Andrew Bell.
by the way.
I did tell you so.
It's on for a hat trick now.
Great, yeah. Great performance.
Do you know what it is? I might stick a couple of quid on getting a hat trick.
Do it.
Because Canada's going to come. Are they going to say, right, let's take it to the last game, or are they going to try and get back in the game?
They have.
They will capitulate.
No, if they lose today, they're out.
More goals are coming in.
If they lose today, they're out. So they have to keep going for it.
Right. Sorry, I'm not up to date with this group with having the little in the day. I'm my daughter the day, so.
That's all right. No, Canada have to. If they draw, they're out.
They just need a draw on this.
Sorry, no. If they lose, they're out. A draw would work. Sorry.
Right.
If they lose,
so ultimately they've got to go for the draw. So the chances are Croatia are going to get chances.
Yeah. Yeah, no, put a bet on it. I would.
Cheryl, I'm on my phone. Put a bet on Kramvich to get a hat trick, please.
Don't do it. Don't do it, brother. Don't do it.
No.
He does it for like 50 pence.
I only put like £2, £3 bets on me. I never put.
Okay.
I only put on what I would use on the lottery or something a week, and then if I lose, I lose.
I'll bet you a pint. Oh, a bet on what, Jordy Tune for life? What's the bet for?
On Kramich to score a hat trick.
No. I think that's why I'm asking him. I'm not sure if he's talking about this.
Germany's just commented there. He's saying Germany will score. They've got to.
I don't think we will. I think we're fucked.
I reckon they will.
Who?
I think Germany will score, but I think Spain win quite comfortably.
Who scores for us?
Actually, I'm looking at a German win. I think they'll throw the whole sink into this game, man. They'll throw their.
We don't have that mentality anymore, Tony. I'm sorry, bro.
I know, but they'll throw their blood in. Trust me, man.
No, but we don't have the mentality to do that, bro. We're too focused on politics. I keep up with German media and stuff like that. Der Spiegel, Bild, Sporf, that kind of stuff. Yeah, the build up to this tournament has been nothing but utter fucking garbage, politics, and all that bullshit. They're interviewing all the players and getting their political feelings, not asking any of the players any fucking questions about football. It's all about the politics side of the tournament. And it's like, bro, the players are literally being programmed to not the football is not the priority.
Didn't the manager have like a massive unbeaten record though when he first took the job?
He did.
So I remember you drilling into us that Germany were going to do well, but then when we played you in the friendly just beforehand, you did say you had your concerns. Like, I will give you that. And that was a while ago. That was what, a couple of months ago?
Yeah, the 3-3. It's all because at that time we were playing well, so I was like, fine. But eventually it just became completely fucking unsustainable. We haven't had a good striker since Miroslav Klose. Like, that's a problem.
I don't mind Werner. The problem is he's if you create the correct type of player for him, he will get goals. But it frustrates me the amount of times that he tries to sight foot balls and should just be putting his laces through them. And
exactly.
He's not a natural finisher, is he? Klose
didn't do that. Mario Gomez didn't do that. Podolski didn't do that.
You never saw Klose for 85 minutes of the game. And then he'd get 2 goals in the last 5 minutes or something.
There you go. Yeah. The only good player. Oh, close there from Canada.
Yeah.
The only offensive
Offside, like.
Germany possess right now is Musiala. And that's a 19-year-old fucking kid.
Look at England. Jude Bellingham. They've obviously hanging the hat on him because he started again. I had a feeling he was going to be dropped for the USA game, but they stuck with him. But what's the alternative? Calvin, he's not going to play one. He's going to play two, regardless if he plays 4-3-3 or he plays, 5 at the back. He's going to play two holders. He's going to play a whole. Mate, I don't know why personally Ward-Prowse wouldn't be in there.
I was actually just about to say. I was trying to think of I was literally just like a midfield, like
on form. What England are actually missing is someone covering ground. I mean, I'm not suggesting Sean Longstaff's England quality. But what I'm saying is the role that England are missing at the minute is what he's been doing for Newcastle. I'm not suggesting for a moment that he should be in the England squad, but we need someone like that. Declan Rice for me is overrated. He's good, but he's not 100 and odd. When David Moyes went, well, he could add him for 100 million, but now that price is gone. Well, I do not see
50 million max.
I think because of his age, you could say 50 million. You can coach him to play it differently, but he's depended on too much at West Ham in a sense of to get forward. Then he comes in England side and he's not asked to get forward at all.
He's been shite for West Ham this year too.
I think he's playing two different roles in two different sides, and there's no consistency to his play.
Yeah.
And then Mount, I mean, as much as he's a dependable player, he'll run for you, and he's got quality in the final third. That's 2 games now, and I've not really been impressed with him at all.
It's been shite for both.
We've got, in my opinion, the most gifted England player since Gaza on the bench in Foden.
That's disgraceful, the Foden thing.
What?
You're talking of Foden?
Yeah. Southgate not picking him to come on as a sub.
I literally think that Southgate doesn't have any idea on how to fit Foden into the setup, into the team.
He must not.
I think he's a little bit overwhelmed with the kind of players that he has at his disposal. And mind you, you just have to be a technical coach. You just have to be as technical as Pep Guardiola is to be able to deploy Foden to where he has to play. Some coach can be technically bereft of the skill to know how to use that kind of player.
He's never really been around. Back in his day, there wasn't players like Foden. And then since he's been a coach, he was at Middlesbrough, then England. He's never had I would say the pleasure of trying to get the best out of someone like that.
Yeah.
I mean, it's taken Pep Guardiola a few years to get the best out of him, or get consistent results from him. So, I'm not surprised that Southgate's a little bit reluctant, because Foden one day can be direct, the other day he can be tinky tappy. It's going to be 4-1, yeah, I could say. But I just think when you've got someone like Foden, they've got to play. He can receive a ball, with 3 players around and make them look silly.
And with any part of his body.
Yeah, he can take it down on his hip,
head, knee, hip.
Head, knee, hip, exactly. There's something in the comments here from
Ward-Prowse is not England
team.
level apart from free kicks. You don't notice him in games.
Come on, man. Ward-Prowse is.
There definitely are some games where it's like that. I agree, and that's why Southampton have struggled.
But I'm sorry, I rate Ward-Prowse. I think if he is in a good team, he'll perform better. Like he's one of those kind of players that just needs great players around him for him to showcase what he has. It's the same thing like Kevin De Bruyne. Kevin De Bruyne, look at him in Belgium. They're still looking for Kevin De Bruyne. Where is he at this World Cup? We've still not seen Kevin De Bruyne. We've still not seen him. And see, that's thanks to Manchester City. When you have a crop of players, that are the best, technically gifted players that are the best at what they do. They cover you up. They cover your lapses. They cover everything about you as a whole player. And that's the problem KDB is seeing in that Belgian team. There's no one to cover him up.
His teammates
No
are
one to score
shit,
those goals.
essentially.
Exactly. So, it's like an expose, that Belgian team. They're just leaving him open to, to take this slagging everywhere he goes. But of course, he can fly back to Manchester City and become the god that, is not in Belgium. So.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't become a bad player overnight, but I totally agree with you, Tony. I don't think the Belgians appreciate where he can actually put the ball.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes they're making runs thinking he's never going to be able to play this ball. So they stop. He's getting ready to play the ball, and then they check. It was a few times yesterday. He was out wide quite a lot. Tielemans was playing the ball out to him a lot. And he's getting ready to whip the ball in, and Lukaku's standing still. He doesn't want to play a ball onto someone's head when they're standing still, like an old-fashioned cross. He wants you on the move, and he'll play the ball as you're coming onto it, but they don't do it.
Mm-hmm. But guys, to what extent would you guys say that the missing of Lukaku in that Belgian team, to what extent has it affected them in this World Cup?
I mean, I think it's also Hazard missing. That's why I picked them to finish third in the group, because Eden Hazard hasn't been in form for probably about years now. Ever since he moved to Real Madrid, he's been terrible.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe one or two games, but he's had injuries, overweight. And then Lukaku, he sabotaged himself at Chelsea. He sabotaged it.
I think they've got to look to the future, mate. I think the next game, it's a must win. Why not place? Obviously, keep your Spain, your De Bruyne, your Toby Alderweireld. Give Trossard a game from the start.
Luis Openda, center forward. Play him instead of Lukaku.
Yeah. Got the young kid that's at AC Milan. I can't think. What's his
Salamakers?
name? No, a big tall lad. I can't think of his name.
Origi?
Double barrel. Pass. He left from Bruges.
Charles de Ketelaere. Yeah.
That's him. They're going to be the future of Belgian football.
Jeremy Doku also.
Oh, yeah. Just get them in there.
Trossard also. Trossard.
Yeah, Trossard. Yeah, I would start from the beginning. I'm a fan of Trossard.
How can you have a Trossard in your team and you're lacking goals?
I think if Trossard went to a Liverpool, he could do what Salah did. Because he's a goal-scoring winger.
Of course. He's a pacey player. See,
and he's a really good finisher. He's a really good
finisher. Good with both feet as well.
Yeah.
People don't give him credit for the fact that he scores with both feet.
Yeah. No, he's got a lot to offer to his game. A lot.
Reminds me a little bit of Santi Cazorla, but just a little bit more direct. Not quite as good on the ball.
Mm-hmm.
But he's got that kind of technique.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Santi Cazorla. Oh, Lord.
What a player.
Yeah.
I remember watching an interview with Harry Redknapp, and he was saying that he was scouting him, and they were saying to the scouts, so what's his prominent front? And they went, we don't know. We're not sure whether he's left-footed or right-footed.
Tony, is he one of your 10 favorite ever Arsenal players? Cazorla?
Man, that's a big one, man. That's a big one.
That's a big one, man.
It's a confusing one. But definitely my top 15.
Yeah.
Definitely my top 15.
Cazorla was sick.
Yeah, he was sick.
Who is your favorite?
Very little backlist in his leg as well.
And that's because he never won a major trophy with Arsenal. Yeah, he won some couple of FA Cups, but of course he never won the league. So sometimes you have to put these players to that level in terms of the kind of silverware they won for the team also.
Yeah.
Davies. Oh, my Lord.
You've also got to look at the competition that is against Arsenal, like Fabregas and Lundberg and Overmars, Perez. So,
for my Invincible, won a major trophy with Arsenal. So these are the kind of players you have to put on that pedestal. Like, they've won things. they've shed blood for the team and things like that. So
Roberto Martinez and Southgate are cut from the same cloth. I thought Martinez again, shocking in-game management. And
I think that sums both of them up. You couldn't really put it in a better sentence.
Martinez just tries to attack more. That's really about it.
Yeah.
Both tactically inept as fuck. It's awful.
Martinez is a shocking coach. Very, very shocking coach. He has underperformed with this Belgian team. Extremely underperformed with this team. It's shocking.
I think a lot of it was Southgate's a lack of bottle. He doesn't want to make a decision in case he's criticised for it.
Yeah,
He'd rather get criticised for doing nothing than getting for someone saying, well, this is what my judgment was to make a change, and then have to try and justify it.
He'd rather do nothing and be wrong than be in an okay position, make a decision, and it goes wrong. Basically. Yeah. He doesn't want to take responsibility, almost.
Anyway, at least you could, if you bring 3 substitutes on and all 3 of them don't infect the game, then not like as a manager you're going to, but then at least some of the reporters are going to go, well, the players that he entrusted to come on didn't do what they should do for the manager. They didn't get in the game. They didn't affect the game. That's what your job is as a substitute. But when you don't make them, then you've got no defense.
You aren't even giving the guys an opportunity to help the problem.
Correct. It's a World Cup. A lot of these players will not get another chance.
John Herdman did, like Andy, what you said. What Canada's manager, John Herdman, did at halftime, 2 on, and they looked better. A lot better. And it probably won't work because they're going to lose. But at least you tried. At least you gave it all you had. That's the only thing you can fucking ask for, really. But Southgate don't do that. Southgate don't do it. He's too conservative. He's too scared.
When you've got 26, it's normally 24 players that go to a tournament, isn't it? The World Cup.
Yeah.
When you're allowed to take them extra 2 players, why not just take 2 entirely different players to what you've got in the squad?
Yeah, like Ivan Toney is different from Callum Wilson. Callum Wilson's different from Harry Kane.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I would. The fact that you've got Sterling, Rashford, they're very similar. Yes, Rashford's a little bit more direct. Oh, hang on, Canada nearly in. But all these midfielders are very similar in the sense of the ones
except Bellingham.
Wright, Phillips are arguably very similar. Phillips will sit a little bit more, but they're very similar.
Yeah.
You've then got Mount Maddison. Is he going to be fit for the next game? Because if he isn't, what was the point in taking him? As much as I wanted him to go,
I like Maddison a lot.
I love Maddison. I think Maddison would have made a difference in the game against USA.
Could have, yes.
Because you were low blocking, and he's good from distance and he's good at picking somebody out. But you should never take a player to play in the knockout stages because you're gambling on something that you're not in.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't get it.
As well.
Ultimately,
it was even wrong for him to. It was wrong for him to take Maddison in the first place. Like, I don't know why people are condoning this.
You don't like James Maddison?
Like, he ought not to take a Maddison. Yeah, what has he done?
What has he done?
He take a player to the World Cup.
He's a goal.
And he's missed entirely. No.
He's the second highest English goal scorer in the calendar, yeah?
Group stages. I know, no problem. But see, you need this type of players that will contribute to that team from the get-go. This is the World Cup.
What's wrong with James Madison?
Yeah, but when he was picked, he wasn't injured, though, Tony. He got injured after he was picked.
Position right now.
Leicester?
He's injured. He can play.
Yeah, I know.
But he wasn't.
Madison, he can play.
Tony, the problem is though when the squad was called, when the squad was made, he wasn't injured. He got injured in the game after the squad was announced.
Aye.
So the problem was Southgate had the option then.
Any game for England?
Because you replaced him and he didn't.
Any game for England in this tournament, Andy?
No, because he's been injured.
Any game for England.
He's been injured.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but when the squad was announced, he wasn't injured, was he?
Players.
He got announced, and then he got injured for Leicester.
So when the squad was announced, he was probably the most informed midfielder England had. But then he picked up a knock the following week. He went for a scan. They said it was, what, a 2-week injury, potentially? Worst. So therefore, he would have probably been able to play USA.
But again,
apparently he's not recovered from the injury as well.
They were concerned about the injury record. They were concerned about Maddison before going to the World Cup, actually.
Then you wouldn't pick Wilson on that basis, would you?
Yeah. Callum Wilson. Yeah.
There's many. Harry, how many times have we seen Harry Kane?
I should think that Ivan Toney would have given much. I should think that Ivan Toney would have given much more.
No.
And
he would have gotten slaughtered if he'd picked him after the betting thing as well.
The betting.
If he picked Ivan Toney, he would have gotten absolutely slaughtered in the media. But after the betting scandal come out.
And also, and you know why he would have also? It's because the FA is charging him. Who is England
His employer?
Yeah, but he's not guilty.
If he called up Ivan Toney, they probably would have been like, hey, we're about to, charge him. I wouldn't call him up if I were you.
But come on.
Really, they would.
Come on, man. What type of country is that then? What type of country is that? At least I
mean, the FA
I don't know of now, but before I left the country, it was called a democracy. You're not guilty until you're proven guilty, man. He's not guilty until he's proven guilty. He hasn't been pronounced guilty yet, man.
And he also hasn't been suspended.
What country are we talking about here, man? Are we in Kazakhstan or are we in some China or something? Maybe United Kingdom. Come on, man. Yeah.
You're in
check. You have to be proven guilty, man, before you guilty. Right?
You're in Finland. The problem is though, is that would you play?
You go and pick a player, Steve. For my opinion, I agree with what Tony's saying to a degree. The problem that you've got is Southgate's employed by the FA. He goes and picks a player that they're charging,
or they're about to charge
for let's say bringing the sport into disrepute. Let's say let's put it simply. And then you go, do you know what it is? I don't care what my bosses think. I'm going to pick him. You're writing your own P45 out.
And Southgate would never do that. Southgate would never do that.
Because he's a yes man. All FA England managers are yes men.
Yes, absolutely.
But come on, Partey was being accused of sexual assault, sexual rape and all this stuff.
Yeah.
And he was still being picked to play for Arsenal. Come on, man.
What are you
talking about? It won't be the first manager picking players that that legitimately have a case to answer somewhere. Thomas Partey had sexual assault lingering over his head, and he was being investigated by the police.
I don't know
what. He was taken in handcuffs and invited to the police station. So what are we talking about?
Well, Canada nearly scored. Yeah, bro.
Tony wasn't put on handcuffs. He's been charged, but he's not pronounced guilty yet. So there's no problem, bro. He won't be the first coach.
But Tony, the problem is that what Andy just said is that the FA are his bosses.
Yeah. I know. I understand that, but we're just making an argument, innit?
No, I understand what you're
just
saying.
Making a case,
that you mean.
Yeah. We're just.
Ronaldo was accused of rape as well, wasn't he, in America?
Yeah.
And he was still playing. It was still playing.
Had a problem. Yeah.
It was still playing. He won't be the first player.
Oh, yeah, we'll go. It's going to be 4-1. It should be. Yeah, 4-1.
Damn. Bummer.
For the defender's going to hate watching that, but
yeah.
Partey hasn't been charged. Ivan Toney has. There's a massive difference. 4-1.
Yeah.
I don't.
Wait. Gotti Tune. Listen, man.
I don't think Thomas
not being charged. It depends on where the crime lies. Now he's been charged by the FA. The FA cannot charge Partey because it's a sexual assault crime.
Yeah,
so
that's
cannot be charged by the FA.
That's a police thing.
It's a police thing. Yeah, so let's get this correctly and let's demarcate them.
Yeah, so it is a major difference.
Yeah.
You just
It's a major
on
difference.
the same page.
But
Did
to
you
me,
partake it off on a
thing, man.
technicality? Ooh, I don't know. I honestly don't know enough about the partake thing to comment, to be fair.
I've taken no notice of it because I'll be honest, there's that many of them that go on. You never know which ones are genuine and which ones aren't.
The Greenwood thing I know is,
That's genuine. I mean, we've all heard the recording.
Yeah. Bummer for Canada 4-1. To be honest, have they has the score line flattered Croatia, or do you think they've deserved it? Or do you think it's hard shot?
They've deserved it. I don't think it's flattered them.
Canada have been this bad?
No, the problem is they've had spells when they've been good, but then when they're not good, they are pretty weak at the back.
Right.
They're just getting caught on the counter attack all the time.
Yeah. Yeah. Joy tuned for life. That's my point. Yeah. We're all on the same page. I get it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel for them though, because when it's the first time you hear the tournament, getting your butt spanked isn't a nice feeling, but you'll learn from it.
Exactly, and that's the big thing that I think they maybe maybe I was too early. I probably maybe expected or thought that they could achieve more than they could.
That's what I was saying to you. You have to be careful about the expectations we give to this.
But I'm an American just making a prediction. They played really well in CONCACAF. The style of play impressed me.
Oh, nearly 5-1.
Ooh, yeah.
Canada playing, give the ball straight away. Went simple 6-yard pass. Give it straight to Croatia player.
Oh, Jesus Christ! You have to be kidding.
Oh yeah, that was.
No, it's 4-1. It's finished. It's 4-1.
Yeah, it's finished.
I know. Good recovery defense. Oh, Kamal Miller. He ain't happy though.
I'm intrigued for the next game though. I think the next game could be an absolute classic, or it could be an absolute walkover for Spain. The Germans play to their ability. They'll give Spain a game. I just think Spain will not good on the ball.
No, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
man.
they'll give Spain a game. Trust me, man. Man, it's do or die, man. You have to fear teams that have nothing to lose at the end of the day. They'll come out smoking.
Like I said, it's we're reliant on.
Look at the group, lads.
Yeah, that group's crazy. What? Hold on.
Croatia, Morocco, Belgium can all, however.
4-4-3. Jesus Christ.
Man.
Who would have predicted that at the start of the tournament?
I'm telling you, man.
Well, hang on. I know someone that had Belgium getting knocked out.
I did.
Yeah. He got some shit for it as well, man. I'm telling you, he got hounded for 20 minutes about it as well.
But I mean, I'm not right yet. I'm wrong about Canada mathematically. That's fine. But the Belgium, they could still make it through. But do you honestly, if Belgium scraped their way through, do you think the next team they play, they're getting knocked out in the round of 16?
You could argue, just matter who they play, anyone's capable of beating them if they play like that.
Yeah.
If they play like they did today.
Ecuador could do that. Enter Valencia would kill. Yeah,
that's now a 33-year-old. I'm sure he's top goal scorer now, isn't he, with Mbappe? Or is he on 3 and Mbappe's on 4? Sorry, I might be wrong.
Yeah, I think Mbappe's on 4.
Isn't he top goal scorer in Turkey this year?
On 3 or so.
Yes, Enter Valencia is top goal scorer in Turkey. And behind him is actually Haji Wright, who was the striker for America when we played you guys.
Right.
Yes, Jordy tuned for life. I was wrong about Japan. I think everyone was. No one saw the Croatia, the Costa Rica from late. Oh, my Lord. That game was crazy.
I will say, though, that Croatian side, they don't look as solid as what they have been in the past.
Yeah.
They've still got the same qualities of what we've seen from them. Good on the ball. Everyone's technically good on the ball. But they don't look quite as solid as what they have been in previous tournaments.
Right. Yeah, I agree with that.
I have a problem with the strikers. The strikers are not potent enough. Trust me.
Yeah, Kramaric had a good game today.
Yeah.
Bro, against the poor Canada side. Against the poor Canada side. Like I've told you, you're putting Canada at a pedestal that they're not in. They're not at that level yet, bro.
I don't think it's accurate to call them poor, inexperienced, and
it's a poor side. It's a poor side. You can't be losing 4-1 in a World Cup final. It's a poor side. No matter how you want to look at it.
I've got to air towards Tony on this one. Yes, they've got quality on the side, but they've got quality players, but they're a poor side.
They have potential, but they have a lot of faults. Yeah, exactly, I'll admit that. That's fair. Well, and I here's the other thing too. I'm not a fucking Canada fan. I'm America. I'm just I
know.
I'd rather see America not in this position, but in a position where we've got a manager and all that actually has a lot of potential and stuff. Because our manager's shite. He's fucking terrible. I don't think we're beating Iran, if I'm honest with you.
Just like the US. The US, they have all these players that can be able to become great players at the end of the day. They have one great player called Pulisic, but it's not a poor team. But this Canadian team is a poor one.